So, hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a video, but I'm back. I have a few crazy random ideas for videos that I want to be doing, and I'm going to be sticking to a weekly release of videos. I don't really know if I'm gonna be doing just one kind of video. I find that I'm kind of random, so whatever comes to my mind that I want to talk about, I'm probably just gonna make a video on. I do still watch The Flash. This video is not a Flash video, but I do plan on doing one in the next couple weeks, maybe next week. But I want to make sure I get that Flash video out before the new episode comes out, so I will have that for you guys soon. And so let's get to this video, the one we really need to talk about, which is the 100. I got to watching this show after a friend suggested it to me, and I got really into Clarke and Bellamy. Now, in canon, on the show, they are not together, which is the first time I've liked a couple who has not gotten together after 4 seasons. But yeah, I stuck in there. I still like them. I still want to see what happens. This video actually came up because when I told my friend that I had gotten into the show and that I really liked Clarke and Bellamy, her response was, yeah, they have like such a great friendship. It's like brother and sister. Yeah, I didn't really know. I was shocked. I was really shocked. I'm looking at this as like a couple, and she was looking at this as brother and sister. So, needless to say, I didn't know if I was crazy or if I didn't know she was crazy. So, I decided to watch the show again, this time with my cousin, just to see whether or not I was just looking for signs that they were a good couple, or if they actually were proving that they could be a good couple. And so, just in general, I like the show. I like the fact that they, humanize their characters, and you don't really see just black and white. There's a lot of gray characters, like characters that have done bad things but aren't bad people, and characters that you think are bad people that have done good things. So it's good in that sense, and I like the fact that, Clarke and Bellamy in general aren't an epic fairy tale. They were these real characters that I could watch that were going through real situations that didn't even really have time for romance and still were able to find, love here and there. So, like, the real point of the video, is this a romantic relationship or is it a friendship? And is it romantic? No. So no, they are not romantic. But that is because the show has not put them in a romantic relationship. Do I think that there have been little moments of romance that they've shared? Yes. But do the characters themselves view those moments as romantic? No. Because both of them, it's almost like they friend zone each other. I don't know. It's like Bellamy's like, hey, she's with Finn. And then Clarke was like, I'm getting over Finn. And then Bellamy got with Gina. And then Clarke got with Lexa. And then Bellamy was like, she's getting over her. So there's always been kind of a friend zone moment where I think that they've realized they've needed a friend in each other more than they've needed a partner, a romantic partner. And I think that this new season is going to be extremely telling on whether or not this is ever going to become romantic, simply because it's been 6 years or over 6 years, and Clarke has been messaging this man every day for over 6 years. If that doesn't show a deep need for another person, I don't know what else does. I don't know, maybe she's been talking to Raven or Monty or Harper or John, you know, throughout those years too. But from what we've gathered, she's pretty much just been talking to Bellamy. And regardless of, you know, what happens when Bellamy comes down, because I'm pretty sure he and Clarke are not going to be super close, because he's going to be very, very guilty for leaving her. From what we've seen from season 1 to 4, the characters like to remind us that they need each other. They function better together than they do apart. And that's pretty beautiful. And it kind of made me wonder if their friendship is really even just a friendship. Because you can be a soulmate with somebody and it can just be a friendship, or you can have a soulmate relationship with somebody and it can be romantic. And I gathered that regardless of where they take the characters, these two characters are soulmates. They have a bond that strengthens with time. They go through whatever, but they still come out on the other side, and they always make sure they do it together. They rely on each other the way they rely on nobody else. They understand each other better than anybody else understands them. They see the best in the other person, even in the moment when they don't see it themselves or when nobody around them sees it. They pretty much embody what it means to be a soulmate. And so when I think about whether or not people see the relationship as romantic, you don't have to. You just have to realize that these two characters have been created to be halves of each other. Like, they really are the brain and the heart, because Bellamy is all about using his heart. And I think when we see him in season 5, he's going to be less about the heart and more about the brain. And Clarke's almost going to be more of the heart, just to remind each other what they've been missing the entire time they've been away from each other, which is so beautiful. Like, oh my god, like, I hope they do that. Okay, back to what we were talking about. When I view these characters, I view them as like a package deal. Like, I can't really see one going on without the other. So I am curious to see how Bellamy changes, thinking Clarke's dead. Because as much as Clarke thinks, oh, maybe he didn't make it, I think she has more of a hope than he does that he's, like, obviously, that he's still alive. She's been messaging, or not messaging, she's been talking to him every day, or leaving messages for him every day. She has this hope that he's alive, as opposed to him who's, like, convinced she's dead. So I'm curious to see what kind of person he's become without her, because I feel like with soulmates, there is that need to have the other person. And from, again, the constant reminders from the characters when they say, I need you, mostly from Clarke, you kind of get this, this insight into their bond where it doesn't need to be romantic, because it's still there. They're always going to be Clarke and Bellamy. There's always going to be the two of them against the world, whether or not they're both married to other people, or they have children with other people, or they are separated for 6 to 7 or 8 or 9 years. There's always going to be the foundation of their relationship, because it doesn't need to always have them with the other person to be there. They've developed something that even they don't understand. And I think that a lot of the time, especially as Clarke being the brain, when she says, I need you, it's not because she needs a brain. It's because she needs his heart. She needs the reminder that, she is able to feel, like she is more than just the brain. They are the reminder of each other. They are the ability to be themselves, because the other person complements what they can't compliment themselves. And it's so amazingly beautiful. Like, I love this relationship. Regardless of whether you see it as romantic or you see it as a platonic friendship, there's a bond. And that in itself is beautiful. They're soulmates. Like, enough said, right? Okay, so let me know what you think. Do you see this as soulmates, platonically, romantically? Do you see this as like not really anything besides two characters who are like kind of good friends? Or do you see them as like nothing? Like, I mean, I don't really nothing. It's kind of weird, but I mean, let me know. Like, what do you view this relationship as? Oh, and I actually did do breakdowns for the romantic relationship as kind of thing. So if you want me to do a video where I talk about, you know, whether or not it's romantic or could be romantic, or the seedlings of the romance throughout the seasons, let me know, because I have pages and pages breaking down this whole thing from season 1 to season 4. So if you want to see a 20-minute video on why they should be together, I will do that for you gladly, because I love them. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It's been so long since I've done a video. It's been fun, and it's also been nerve-wracking because it's been so long since I've done a video. But if I get 2, 3, 4, or 5 views, that'd be great. I mean, I really just want to do stuff that you guys like to listen to. It's not about anything else besides that. So as long as I'm getting even just a couple of people watching, that's great. I mean, it would suck if I had 2 people to watch and 2 dislikes, because it's extremely telling. But I mean, you go on. I'm still gonna do that flash video regardless. Even if I get two views and 2 dislikes. Oh man. But thanks for watching, guys. Bye.